Hey everyone, it's Paulina. Welcome back to my channel and back to the traveling series. In this video, I'll be showing you guys clips from when we went to the city of Krakow, which is a beautiful and historical town in the lower half of Poland. Our journey to Krakow began at around 4 in the morning when we got on the tramway to get to the main railroad station of Wrocław. This was recently restored after World War II, so it was a beautiful sight to see when we got there. We got some coffee, breakfast, and then waited to board our train. After about an hour and a half, our train arrived, so we were able to board on, get our seats, get comfortable for the ride ahead. There was about 3 or 4 hours until we actually got to the city, so we kind of just enjoyed the ride, and everyone was super tired, so we took a bunch of naps along the way. The view out the window seemed like farmlands for most of it, but there were some cities along the way, and then eventually my cousin and I also went out to the kind of restaurant cart, so we got some food and sort of made a mess out of our area, but we got some tea, cookies, and little sandwiches for the ride. After passing some more hills and villages, we finally arrived at the main railway station in Krakow. We've arrived in Krakow and we're gonna try their pretzels. We tried their signature pretzels as soon as we got there and then slowly made our way to the market square, which was the main attraction of the city. The railroad station that we got off at was already really pretty as is, so it was pretty exciting to me just walking from there to the city. We passed some local musicians and artists along the way, and then we also saw the horse-drawn carriages, which were first of all super satisfying to hear and also just a magical sight when going into the city. When we got to the market square, my jaw dropped because there were so many really pretty buildings. Taking everything in was quite the feeling. There were birds, people, families everywhere. We're in line to get tickets. We're gonna go to the top of that right there. It's gonna be a long way up. It's stairs only, there's no elevator, but we're gonna try. The tallest building in town was St. Mary's Basilica, so we visited inside of the church and dropped off some candles as a prayer. This is also the place that they play the trumpet every hour for the memory of the trumpeter of Krakow, so this comes from when he sent a warning of the Tartar cavalry approaching the city in the 13th century. Unfortunately, the tickets to get to the top of the basilica were sold out, but we did make our way over to all the other towers that we could top during that day. We passed the trading markets and then got some lunch at a local pierogi cafe, which I really enjoyed because that's one of my favorite traditional foods. We ordered some barszcz, which is like a beet soup, and then obviously had all the kinds of pierogi because who doesn't get them when they visit Poland? Another building that we went to was the University of Krakow. It's the second oldest university in Central Europe and one of the oldest surviving ones in the world. I couldn't film there because of their policies, but after that we headed out through the outskirts of town and made it towards Town Hall or the City Hall Tower. To the top. This is on one side. You can see part of the city from here. And since we got up there, eventually we did have to get back down, so we traveled back down the stairs for what seemed like forever and got out eventually to more amazing views. We were up there in those little balconies a second ago, those four. It's such a beautiful city, I'm amazed. The food here was amazing. We had some really good pierogi. Next we're gonna go see the dragon statue. He breathes fire every hour, so that's gonna be cool. Wawel Castle is one of the most historical places in Poland and all of Europe, to be honest. It consists of a number of structures from different periods situated around the 13th and 14th centuries. It was about a 15-minute walk and then eventually we got there. First and foremost, we wanted to get to the top of this little tower, and then afterwards we wanted to go down and see the historical dragon. It's a famous Polish folklore, and his lair was a cave at the foot of Wawel Hill, which is on the bank of a river. One of the kings is said to have defeated the dragon as a statue and still here to this day. We're at the very top of Wawel Castle. It's a long staircase up. It's gonna be an even longer one down. The only words I have to describe this area was just magical, because everything kind of looked like it was either from a Disney movie or some sort of just history book, really princessy and truly medieval. We headed down to see the dragon lair, and it was really dark so I couldn't film much, but I got some cool shots of what it looked like, and then when we got out, the dragon statue was awaiting. We're by the dragon's den. We just got out and the statue's right behind me. It's a really nice sight to see if you're ever in Krakow. It was around 5 or 6 p.m. when we left that area, so we were all pretty tired. We just kind of explored the rest of the city after that. We headed to the main railway station and then got some snacks, refreshments, and waited for our train that we actually missed. Quick side note, if you ever visit, these fresh juices are a must because they literally make it in front of you, so you know exactly what's going into the bottle. There's some pulp on the bottom when you get it, but all it takes is a little shake and then you literally have fresh juice. It's currently 9 p.m. We didn't make it on the first train back to Wroclaw, so now we're waiting till 12 in the morning and we're gonna get there at around 7. So sleepless night, 5. So sleepless night part 2. Now we're looking for souvenirs, but it's 9 p.m. so everything's pretty much closed, and yeah. Gonna walk around a bit, look around at the little shops, and wait till our train at 12, which might be late, so we might have to wait another few hours as well. So at this point it was probably around 12 in the morning, and we just kind of walked around, had to do something with our time, so we explored the rest of the gallery area. We're on the train station trying to find it. It's 12:30-ish in the morning, so we're loading up onto the train, and then hopefully we get home to Wrocław. If not, then we might make a pit stop, but I think we're gonna stick to the original plan and just head. From around 2 to 5 a.m. we were on the train getting back to Wrocław. Everyone was still super tired because we haven't really slept in probably 2 days, and we got to the railway station, and the next day we got ready to tour a really nice Airbnb in the area. It was super nice because it was like a homey apartment feeling, and the views were phenomenal. They had windows from all 4 sides of the apartment, and even the bathroom had a really nice view by the tub. Basically, every room had a new kind of corner of the town, and you could see both traffic, city, and farmland in one. That afternoon we went to a traditional style restaurant, so we had some good home-cooked meals and then had dessert at the same place because their eclairs and cakes were really hard to pass up. As for the final thing we did that day, we went to Centennial Hall, so we saw the Needle Monument and the Multimedia Fountain, which was honestly a really exciting end to our day. Every night during the day and the afternoons, they have these light shows going on with a bunch of music and things like that. It's kind of dark, so you can't see me, but we're at the water show. There's a whole fountain over here and a little one for the kids over here. It's gonna start soon. I can't film the whole thing because there's security guards and stuff, but I'll try to get a glimpse if I can. You can see here that everyone was having a great time. There were even some wedding photos being taken, so we enjoyed the rest of our night, had some pizza, and then got ready for our next days in Europe. And that's a wrap for this week's video. So if you did enjoy, be sure to let me know by giving this video a thumbs up or in the comments section down below. You can subscribe to my channel to keep in touch and continue to be updated as new videos are posted. I will be continuing these series with more travel videos and things like that, so be sure to stay tuned, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!